The line chart uses lines to connect data points belonging to the same series, usually to visualize a trend in data over time intervals. To insert a line chart into your presentation, go to the think-cell tab in the PowerPoint ribbon, open the Elements menu, and move your mouse to the line icon. The small arrows around it offer you different options for the orientation of the chart. Let's say you would like to use a traditional, non-flipped line chart in your presentation. Click the top arrow. The orange insertion frame appears on the slide. Click once to insert the chart at your preferred position. You may resize the default chart according to your needs after insertion. Alternatively, you can insert the chart in a customized size by clicking and holding down your mouse button and dragging the orange insertion frame until you are happy with its size. Release the mouse to insert the chart. The datasheet opens automatically and you can type in or copy-paste your data. The chart is updated automatically while you enter your values in text. If the datasheet has been closed, you can always bring it back by double-clicking on the white space of the chart. The default chart uses lines without markers or point labels. The y-axis is displayed on the left, and series labels are shown on the right-hand side. But you can always customize the format and look of your line chart. Let's see how this is done. Left-click on the chart to open the floating toolbar. Here, you can choose between different line schemes in the drop-down menu. Alternatively, you can left-click on one of the lines to change them individually in terms of their line style and color. You may also customize the markers with regard to shape, size, and color by left-clicking onto the line and picking your preferred option from the respective drop-down menu. The same can be done for individual markers. To add point labels to your line chart, right-click onto the chart and choose Add Point Labels from the context menu. You can format the label's content via the floating toolbar. Again, you may also add or delete labels for the whole data series or individual data points. If you prefer a smoother appearance of the lines in your chart, right-click on the respective line or multi-selection of lines and choose Set to Smooth Line from the context menu. You may also customize the axes of your chart, for instance by changing the placement of the axis, switching between category and date axis, adding a second y-axis, or axis break. Let's assume that there are missing values in the data for your line chart. By default, think-cell interpolates the missing values to display an uninterrupted line in your chart. To disable interpolation, right-click onto the respective line or multi-selection of lines and pick Do Not Interpolate from the context menu. A special case of the line chart is the profile chart. To insert one, open the Elements menu, hover your mouse over the line chart icon, and click the arrow to the right. Click again to place it on the slide, or hold and drag to adjust the size for insertion. Typically, a profile chart lists specific topic areas in the category labels. For example, for a company or product comparison. Let's say you would like to compare 3 companies on the basis of evaluation data by their employees, and this data is stored in an Excel sheet. Select the data range in Excel, open the Link to PowerPoint menu, and click on To Existing Element. In PowerPoint, click onto the chart once. It is now linked to your Excel data. To fine-tune the look of your profile chart, adjust the tick mark spacing by selecting the value axis and dragging the small white circle until you're satisfied with the spacing. Release the mouse button. Then click on the axis, hold down your mouse button and drag the axis upwards. A gap between the lines and the axis appears. Let go of the mouse button. Now you are done.